Access modifiers just determine where you're going to have access to certain things, such as classes or methods or attributes within the class. So, for example, if you have public in front of any of these things, then you know you will be able to access it anywhere. So, you can access, for example, a public class bank account. That bank account, you can access it from any other class. So you saw an example where we had main class and we had a main method in there and we were actually accessing bank account and we were making bank account instances. So we were able to use that class because it was a public class. So we can use it in any other class. So that's what we mean by world, and we can use it within its class itself. So you can make bank accounts within bank accounts. Or if there was a subclass, which is just a class within a class, you can also use our bank account in there because it is public. Also, a package, you can think of a package as sort of a folder with related classes. So this would be available there too. That's why we have a Y for yes. Now you see protected, same thing, yes, yes, yes for subclasses, the class itself, and packages for all different things such as attributes, methods, and classes. The only place we won't have it anymore is the world. So you can only access, for example, protected attribute variables if you are within the class itself, or you are in a package that class is in or that attribute is in, or you are in a subclass of that class that has that attribute. Now for private, we start losing access here. For private, you can only access the variable or the method within that same class. So for example, in bank account, we had account number as a private variable. It said private double or private int account number. So we knew we could not access that elsewhere. We can only access it within the code of our bank account class. But if we were in main class and we wanted to access that account number variable, we were not able to do that. So this is where private comes in. That's when you want to keep things separate. Default is if you don't put anything at all. If you just say class bank account with no access modifier in front, that's when you'll get this stuff. So for now, basically, if you just kind of know what the difference between private and public is, you should be fine reading the code and reading the examples we're doing, but this is more of a security thing so that you don't want people touching certain attributes and methods within your classes. Whoever's using the class, you might not want them to be able to change these variables or access these methods that are supposed to only be accessed by certain classes or certain places. So for now, this might be a little more over your head, but later on, the more you code and the more you look at stuff, it'll start to make more sense as to why we use these in the first place.